Today on the Minisode, we're talking Instagram statistics. Some of them might just surprise you.
Have you hit a wall when it comes to growing your interior design business? Then welcome to Wingnut Social, the podcast specifically designed to accelerate your business through increased social media presence, impactful online content, and translating industry experience into physical success. This is your design business tightly fastened. Now welcome the hosts of Wingnut Social, Darla Powell and Natalie Graff.
Hey there, and welcome to the Monday Marketing Minisode. I am your host, the Grand High Poobah of all things Wingnut, Darla Jethro Powell, and I'm joined by the Soulless Ginger.
Natalie and Giraffe.
Natalie and Giraffe. Oh, are you the crime-fighting giraffe today?
I am, with a long neck. And actually, I am looking at you in the studio, and I have laughing because it must be a little static electricity in the air, because when you slid your headphones on, you have hair sticking up static like a balloon. It's hilarious.
You should take a shot of this.
I should. It's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Well, so can't be any worse than the Pebbles hair you were sporting for a while.
No. But you know what? My Pebbles hair has gotten just a tad longer, so it's now kind of a ponytail in the back.
I know. Your hair's so pretty. I can't wait for everybody to see you at Highpoint with your new do.
Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Darla, what are you dreading here in a little bit?
What am I dreading here in a little bit? Oh, my gosh, right.
I know you've been complaining.
My Ajovi shot.
Yes, that you've had a headache and you have a little bit of a headache.
My migraine shot.
What is it time for?
My migraine shot. I hate needles.
You're such a wimp, Darla.
I am. Okay, yeah, but it works. Ajovi for migraines. If you guys have migraines,
if anybody
check it out.
suffers, please.
Natalie, this is a Minisode. We have to get to the point.
Well, let's get to the point.
Okay,
they might need a migraine shot. Today's
show, I'm covering some statistics. Oh, I see what you did there. Very nice. From a report that was done by Quintly. That's QUINTLY.com. It's an Instagram study for 2019, and they polled, or followed, I should say, over 31,000 Instagram business accounts from January to
June 30th.
June 30th. Thank you. And some of the statistics that they found for posts and certain techniques and tips and tricks and stuff.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. It did better. And now some of these accounts are for huge accounts, 100,000 plus followers to even millions of followers.
I read all the notes and everything I had to have, and it was definitely over millions, even over 10 millions. And some of the stuff, some of it's kind of interesting. Some of it's dry.
So they do account for this. So here's the percentage. Here's the breakdown. And we're really going to focus on the people most likely listening to this episode and us. I mean, we don't have millions of followers. We have a few for our industry, but I mean, come on. So they did focus from 1,000 to 10,000 followers. The report was done on 30% of the participants. From 0 to 1,000 followers. Oh, I kind of went backwards there, but anyway, 0 to 1,000 was 9%. 10 million plus followers is 0.5%. 1 million to 10 million followers, 4.3%. And 100,000 to 1 million followers, 19.5%. And 10,000 to 100,000 is 36% of the study, which is where I fall for Darla Powell Interiors, and probably a lot of people in the audience listening. That's going to be your sweet spot there. But that, you can see that's 36% of the audience. So some of your mileage may vary with some of these results, but I think you're going to find a couple of these crazy interesting. Maybe you'll do them, maybe you won't.
And if you just got lost with Darla giving you all of those percents, don't worry. Everything's going to be in our show notes, and you'll be able to look this up and read this for yourself.
Yeah, we're not going to read it to you. We're just going to give you some of the main takeaways. If you guys want to see the complete report, you can go to info.quintly, QUINTLY.com/Instagram-study-2019.
So, Darla, let's talk about video versus images. Tell me.
Let's. Do you know that as effective as video is, that a surprising percentage of brands are still just using static images and not incorporating video? And Natalie, would you know that percentage?
48%.
How did you know that 48% of brands are still only using static images and not?
Because I listen to what you tell me.
And there's some very interesting data that came through that if you're not using static images, that if you want to use multi-pics or carousels, that according to this data,
they are outperforming a single image.
They are. And I find that kind of surprising because I normally don't have the patience to go through a whole carousel of stuff. But
the only carousel I do is of my nephew, or I should say my cousin, but he's kind of like my nephew.
But the data's the data. Numbers ain't gonna lie.
I look through to see the kid, but everybody else, I don't know. I just scroll on down.
But still, video is king. Video is king. Video gets 48% more engagement, comments, likes, fans actually going in there and engaging at the risk of being redundant with your profile and your posts than any of this stuff. So
do a video.
Yeah.
Put a picture in.
That's not really news here, but this next one might be a little bit of news. Caption length. There was some surprising stuff here because I know that you've scrolled through Instagram and seen the books and books and books of some people.
I don't read the books.
No, I don't either. They write their life story on there, but this study showed that there's a sweet spot. Do you happen to know what that is?
I do. So Instagram shows 125 characters before you have to physically do anything. And the sweet spot.
What do you mean before you have to physically do anything?
You
What,
have
do you
to
have to
tap.
dance?
No, you have to actually touch your phone and read more. Tap to read more.
Oh, tap to read more, that little ellipsis.
Yeah, the little
okay.
ellipsis. So the shorter the better. Specifically, 1 to 50 characters is the main sweet spot.
But if you can say within 125 characters, if you can get them hooked.
Grab them.
Right. If you can get them hooked and grab them, get their interest in there, that's ideal. So that is your cutoff, 125 characters to really rope them in. If you want to write a book, make sure that those first 125 characters are just so electric that they can't help but read your book.
And a little, piece of information because it's in the study that if you have 1 million to 10 million followers, you just do better with no captions at all.
Yeah, so all you guys listening with 1 million to 10 million followers, don't even worry about the captions.
Yeah, But emojis are a whole nother subject.
Emojis. A lot of brands are really reluctant to use emojis because they see them as juvenile and not very professional.
And 52% of those profiles do not use emojis in their posts.
But they could be missing out because this study showed that they're avoiding emojis. But if they use 10 or more, that they could get increased interactions. The higher the number of emojis, the higher the interactions. And again, by interactions, we're talking likes, engagements, follows, saves, blah, 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 blah.
So basically, 52% aren't taking advantage of what emojis might do for them.
52% of the study for sure.
Right.
And I have to say anecdotally that post that I put out for Darla Powell Interiors, the heavier I am on the emojis, seriously, the more engagement I get. I think it's just entertaining. Maybe it just tricks the eye. It looks more fun. You want to be a part of the party.
Maybe, possibly.
I do not know.
I use a couple emojis in my story, usually soccer balls, but
Soccer mom.
That. Yeah.
Hashtag soccer mom. And speaking of hashtags.
Oh, hashtags. I don't use those very good. I'm not very good at that. They're the pound sign.
You ain't too good at hashtags?
Nope.
Well, hashtags, gratefully, people are becoming more savvy about because smaller profiles are starting to use them more to extend their reach. And smaller profiles are using more hashtags and seeing better engagement. Seems kind of like a no-brainer, but here's something I bet you didn't know. Did you know that larger brands with like 100,000 followers or more, hardly use any? 3 to 4, and some with 1 million to 10 million don't use any?
But do you know why that is?
No, I don't. Tell me why.
Because they've already gained their followers.
Kind of, right? They've already established themselves as a dominant account in Instagram. They're already getting found on the Explore page. They don't have to. It's just like they don't care. They're already king of the hill.
That's right. And the algorithms actually kind of pow them.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that?
Because they penalize them for using more hashtags. It seems that when larger brands do it, it's less authentic if they've used a lot of hashtags.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
It's like a pow.
Again, nothing we have to worry about for a little while.
No, not at all.
Until we get our first 1 million followers. But okay. I could live with that. But here's something, Natalie, that's much debated.
Oh, let me guess. Hashtags in the first comment.
Or hashtags in the post.
Oh, that's such a large debate. I'm going to let you answer that one because I've been told one thing and I've been told another thing.
Well, according to this study by Quintley, they're saying hashtags in the actual posts get more engagement, get more reach. They do better. But I have to tell you, at Wingnut Social, the agency, we have tried both ways. In the post, first comment, Darla Powell Interiors for myself. I've tried it in the post, in the first comment, and I do not see a damn difference.
Maybe it's just how the moon is aligned that day.
Maybe. So it's a little dry, Natalie. Hopefully, if you guys are listening to this and you're not driving, you're slinging back some whiskey to
I definitely need a drink after this subject
to choke this down. But it's interesting. There were I'm going to throw more emojis in my post for sure. Absolutely.
I'm going to try the hashtag game.
Yeah. And when I get 10 million followers, then I can rest. I won't have to do hashtags.
10 million, really? Are you in reality, Darla? Are you Brie Larson?
Clearly.
Are you channeling?
I don't want to be Brie Larson.
Oh boy. This is digressing, Darla.
So, anywho, I hope we are going to see you guys at Highpoint Market if you're going in the fall. And if you are going in the fall, please come up and grab us and say hi. And please be sure to see us at Chandra Rugs at 2 on the 19th, where Nicole Heimer and I will be doing our thing on social media. And you can find out all the deets on that in our show notes at wingnutsocial.com/podcast.
And you guys are going to break down authenticity.
Sure.
And because you guys aren't a larger brand, it's a must.
That's just a matter of time, young lady.
I'm just saying, just pointing that out there. I was just using some of that information that we've learned to make sure you know.
We also have 3 more places we're going to be there, and all those deets are going to be in the show notes too. We'll add them in so you can see. We have a panel at 4. We're going to be at Currying Company the next day. I'm doing another panel at Universal on Sunday morning at 10 with Nick May and Corey Damon Jenkins and some other names, which I'd have to look up and tell you.
That's why it's all in the show notes, Darla. That's what makes it easy.
All in the show notes, exactly. Just march your little fingers over to wingnutsocial.com. Find that out. And also, if you follow us on social at Wingnut Social, and if you want any help with your social media marketing and help us decipher some of this damn data we just put out, then give us a call at 1-877-WINGNUT. We have operators standing by with bated breath to help you with your marketing game. And I think that's it for this week, Nat. You got anything else?
No, just Wingnut Social. This is Natalie. May I help you?
Yeah, she answers the phones. I'm telling you, you'll get her. Sometimes you get me too. If she's too busy. Tomorrow she's at the fire station, so.
That's it. Don't call me tomorrow. You'll get Darla.
Guys, don't forget to tune in Wednesday when Brittany Simon will be our guest. You know her from Design Star and Bravo and all kinds of super high visibility celebrity TV stuff. We're going to talk to her and see how the hell she got those gigs and if it's helped her with her design business. So that's this Wednesday, and I think that's it for now, Nat. You got anything else?
So long.
See ya.
You've reached the end of this episode of Wingnut Social, but that's only your first step. Be sure to head to wingnutsocial.com to reach out to us directly and schedule your free consultation with one of our Wingnut social media specialists to take your business from social mediocre to social media master. We'll see you on the next episode of Wingnut Social, your social media tightly fastened.
I had to take my teeth out. I am your host, the head group.
So basically 50%
50 poo? Good boy, Mango.